On today's episode, Tough Mudder Challenges with Tough Mudder CEO Kyle McLaughlin. This is the world's toughest podcast. Welcome to the world's toughest podcast, where we talk about any obstacle course race you'd like, as long as that's world's toughest mudder. Each week we talk to members of the WTM community and share stories of success and failure in the single greatest event in OCR. My name is Will Hicks, and this is the world's toughest podcast. Welcome back to World's Toughest Podcast. Thank you for listening. My name is Will Hicks. You are listening to the number one rated obstacle course racing podcast in the world because of listeners like you. Thank you. You can be a part by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. How are you doing? I've enjoyed getting back in the recording studio. I say recording studio like I have a recording studio. Today we're going to talk with Kyle McLaughlin, the president of Tough Mudder, again. We've talked to them a lot lately, and some of you are like, why do you keep talking to the president of Tough Mudder? And if the president of Tough Mudder wants to come on your podcast about Tough Mudder, you say yes. I remember when we first started the show, and I got my first interview booked with TMHQ. This was one of the first handful of episodes. I was very excited. We were talking with Eli and Nolan, two of the longtime race directors for World's Toughest Mudder. Had it scheduled. I had information before anyone else had it, kind of got the scoop on Ultravirus Media, and I was excited. It was a big deal, and it still is a big deal. But it's awesome to be able to talk with Kyle, have a direct hotline to get the information when it's out there. So very excited to have Kyle McLaughlin back on the show today. There's a handful of people that basically can come on whenever they want. If you've ever won World's Toughest Mudder, anytime. If you've ever podiumed at World's Toughest Mudder, probably anytime. Yancey Culp, probably the trainer in the OCR space, anytime. Joe DeSena, president of Tough Mudder, anytime. We had him on once or twice on this podcast, several times on our other podcast, the OCR Report. Anyway, so we're going to talk with Kyle about Tough Mudder Challenges. Tough Mudder Challenges is a new, I don't know what you call it. It's not an initiative. Kyle's very clear when we start talking. It's not a virtual race. It's a challenge. It's a 3-week program once a month. And you're competing with everyone else in the Tough Mudder community. You can get your family involved. You can get groups involved. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I'll let Kyle explain it. He does a much better job. Before we talk with Kyle, let's do some iTunes reviews.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars.
There was a time when we first started the podcast where, this is not a lie, I was getting so many reviews, I could not keep up with them all. It was the first time we did Elite Week before World's Toughest Mudder. We had an episode out every day, and I got so many reviews that I couldn't keep up with them all. And now I'm like, guys, I know you're listening. I see the numbers. I need some reviews, fellas, ladies. If you have never left a review for the show, now is the time. Jump on Apple Podcasts, click that purple podcast button, search for World's Toughest Podcast, click our logo, and scroll down to click Write a Review, and I will read it in a future episode. It's been, we're talking here at the end of June. It's been months since the last race I was at. Spartan actually did one in-person race in Jacksonville a couple weeks ago, and it sounds like it went fine. But it didn't have the numbers a regular race would have, and it had all the safety precautions you'd want for a race. But I'm just ready to go, right? Like, I'm just ready to get out there and run. I know it's not over, and I know there's still safety things to consider, but I'm just ready to, like, you know what? Let's go. Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Let's just get after it, right? I'm ready for a race. I'm ready for World's Toughest Mudder. I'm ready for Virtual Toughest Mudder, end of August. I'm already signed up. You should too. And I'm going to be on board with these virtual, or with the Tough Mudder challenges. I'm excited about those also. That's enough of me. Let's talk with Kyle McLaughlin, the CEO of Tough Mudder. Let's go to the phones. Kyle McLaughlin, welcome back to the show.
Well, Hicks, nice to have you. I think this is our first video chat together.
Very exciting to see the lights in your house there, your apartment or your mansion. I don't know, but very excited to see you on video.
It's my mud palace, right? There's no mansions in Tough Mudder land, so no. This is my attic office, hanging out on the third floor.
Sure.
Banished to the roof, which is great in the wintertime, but gets real toasty in the summertime.
Very, very excited to see about the Tough Mudder challenges we're talking about. Even in the quarantine or pandemic times, you guys are rolling out some new initiatives. Tell me about, what is a Tough Mudder challenge?
Well, so let me tell you what it's not, because that's probably the easiest way to start. It is not a virtual race. And when COVID started up, and literally every running event and OCR operator in the country threw up these virtual races. And having been in the running industry for a long time, we worked on virtual races in my life prior to Tough Mudder. I knew right off the bat what we didn't want Tough Mudder's kind of future product to look like. So many of these virtual races are go run around your block and we'll mail you your medal, or we'll mail you a t-shirt. And that may seem like a fun way to replace a race or an event that you were looking forward to and still get the swag for it, but it's missing out on all those things that make the event experience what you want. The social gathering, the community camaraderie, the kind of fun and craziness that you come to expect from a Tough Mudder. So, just the notion of going outside to run a 5K or run an 8-mile course and do some push-ups, and then we'll send you a t-shirt and a medal, didn't really feel authentic. So for us, we went back to the drawing board and said, look, everybody's rushing into this space. We're going to take our time and build something that's truly Tough Mudder. And something also that's not just here's something you can do while you're stuck at home during COVID, but here's something that's actually going to become a part of the Tough Mudder ecosystem going forward. And that's where Tough Mudder Challenge was born. So take all the things you love about a Tough Mudder: teamwork, running, obstacles, crazy challenges, the big social atmosphere. Put that into an environment where you can complete it from everywhere, and true to Tough Mudder fashion, do it in the same kind of inclusive format that you can complete a Tough Mudder event in. So, if you want to go out and you want to hit it hard and you want to run 100 kilometers in a day, go for it. You want to take your distance goal and split it up over a period of time, you can do that too. So let me tell you kind of how it works. The Tough Mudder Challenges experience here is going to happen in a monthly format for the rest of the year. So we're launching the July 1. It'll open up for registration on Thursday, the 25th this week. And we'll kick off on Thursday, July 9th, right after the 4th of July holiday here in the U.S. For people who sign up, you will have 21 days to complete a set of 4 mandatory goals. And every month is going to have a distance goal, an elevation goal, a workout challenge goal, and a obstacle challenge goal. So, for this month, so the July challenge kicking off here, you'll have to complete 100 kilometers of distance over the course of the month of July. Now, the best part about this, Will, is you can complete it however you want. So you want to ride a bike, you can ride a bike. You want to run, you can walk, you can swim, you can crawl backwards, whatever works for you, combination thereof. You've got 21 days from the start of the challenge to complete your 100 kilometers. If you want to level it up, go do your 100 kilometers all at one time. For the elevation goal, similar thing, right? You've got to conquer 6,000 feet over the course of the month. You go out and hike a good mountain, get that done and knocked out in one day. Or you can walk the stairs in your house a number of times a day and accomplish that over the course of the month. The cool thing is that the platform that we've built for this is completely bespoke to Tough Mudder Challenges. You'll sync any commercially available wearable device to it, and your distance and elevation will automatically upload as you go. And you'll be able to track your progress and see it versus everybody else who's in that Tough Mudder Challenge, group with you. Here comes the kicker. The 4 mandatory challenges you're going to know up front. Every week, we're going to drop an additional set of 4 challenges. You have to pick 2 of those to complete, and they have to be done that week. It could be things like we experienced at World's Toughest Mudder. There may be a dizzy bat challenge or a hot sauce challenge. You may have, little at-home Arctic enema, and some of the other things that you've come to know and love from us. You may find yourself building obstacles or chugging a beer or doing all sorts of other things that are kind of part and parcel to that Tough Mudder experience. Taking photo, video evidence of it, uploading it to that same platform, and in the same time, being able to see everybody else do this challenge, do these challenges with you from around the world. So, what we've designed here is a way where you can have a fitness experience, a social experience, kind of the fun Tough Mudder atmosphere in your home, in your neighborhood, with your group of friends. What we're seeing with Virtual Toughest, which we launched a few weeks back, people are getting together in groups to plan to do this. They're putting together their own teams. They're basing at parks or people's backyards to do this, and we expect Tough Mudder challenges to go the same way. It becomes these little pockets of team experiences to be done, and we've got some cool new swag to launch for it as well.
Okay, I want to ask you about the swag, but first, 21 days, 4 challenges each 21 days. Distance, elevation. What was the third one?
So you have a distance challenge, an elevation challenge, a workout challenge. So you have to complete a certain set of reps on a certain type of workouts.
And then the obstacle challenge. Well, what does an obstacle challenge look like?
Well, so I'll tell you, I'll give you a little sneak preview. The obstacle challenge for the month of July is an Arctic enema submersion challenge. You'll have to spend a certain number of minutes, which you can sign up to find out, in your homemade ice bath. And we've got instructions and designs on how you can build that ice bath in your own backyard. In your
or a bathtub with a bag of ice kind of thing?
Your bathtub, your kitchen sink, whatever works for you.
Tell me about the swag. What do you get for doing Tough Mudder challenges?
Well, so a first ever brand new Tough Mudder Challenges headband, which you'll get for completing each challenge series. It is, and I'll tell you, this is popular among your listeners, Will, because we keep hearing about it for WTM, but it is a all black, jet black headband with the new Tough Mudder Challenges logo on it. So we know the all black headbands tend to be in demand. They're a highly requested item. So the Tough Mudder Challenges headband, all black. You will also, for the recognition kit, be able to get the 2020 finisher t-shirt, which has not yet been seen as we haven't had any events yet this season, as well as the 10th anniversary headband. So, the much coveted 10th anniversary 2020 birthday party celebration one. And best off is that we're actually launching a brand new collectible Tough Mudder item to earn. It's going to start off just for challenges, and you may see them appear at Tough Mudder events next year as well. But each challenge is going to have its own unique coin that is specific to that challenge. If you sign up right off the bat for all 6 2020 challenges, July through December, we're actually going to include a kind of custom display case that you'll be able to display all 6 of your coins in. And we'll ship coins and headbands and all that kind of stuff out just as your challenge is wrapping up, so you can wear your headband proudly on the final day that you achieve all your goals.
What does it cost to do the Tough Mudder challenges?
So the base digital only is $15 in the U.S., making that pretty reasonable if you want to go after that. And then launch pricing for the full package, which includes the recognition kit and all the merchandise stuff we just talked about, sits right around $40.
Is that $40 a month or $40 for the year?
It's $40 a month, and then we've got some bundle options. If you want to sign up for the full year, you can get good package discounts, right off the bat. I think the package discount for all 6 is $155. So versus $240 if you were doing them all individually.
$155 for all 6.
Yep. And that also includes us shipping you the stuff every month too, so you don't have to wait till the end to get all your things.
Cool.
Shipping is included in all those prices as well, so no upcharges, no hidden fees or anything.
One thing I've been looking at more, and I never even thought about it, but I have a 12-year-old son now. Is there a minimum age for Tough Mudder challenges?
So minimum age is sitting at 14 for this, and that's largely to do, Will, with the rules around kids in social media platforms. Because you're posting pictures of yourself and you're posting videos in progress, a lot of states and countries have laws around kids using social media platforms. So Not to say certainly that if you wanted to get your family members to do that challenge with you, you couldn't draft your kids into that process and in your own home.
Kyle, what?
There may be some certain challenges coming out which require you to assemble a little bit of a team from within your house to help you out here, and you certainly may need a videographer to be capturing some of your shenanigans as well.
I think he's going to end up being my pit crew for the virtual toughest in a couple months.
Love it.
You said that this is it's not just a quarantine thing, but this is kind of a moving forward part of Tough Mudder. This is going to keep going through 2021 and going forward?
Yeah, so we're planning to have this on the calendar in 2021 as well. We're probably not going to do them every month next year. We'll go to a bit more of a spaced out format, and we're going to see how the feedback comes from the first couple months of challenges here. But we are planning to run this going forward, and we've got a lot of partners who have jumped on board who are interested in this. Mike's Hard Seltzer in the UK is working with us, as well as PhD Nutrition and Lucozade, who've been partners with us in the UK for some time. In the US, our friends at Everyman Jack and Navy Federal Credit Union will be with us on this, and we've got some new partners which we're hoping to announce in the next couple of weeks who are working on challenges with us too.
You don't need advice from me, but this also sounds like a good kind of off-season fit. Like, people are waiting for the next race. It's February and nothing's coming until end of March, beginning of April. So that should be fun.
Yeah, we think it's a great way to be able to keep kind of touch with the Tough Mudder community, be able to do some things if you live in an area that may only have access to one event, but you want to do a few challenges throughout the year, build your headband collection. I think the coins are going to take off and become a new part of the Tough Mudder swag collectors dream goal list here. So,
Kyle, what else should
Will, the question is can we get you and Matt B. Davis and to do a Tough Mudder Challenges media face-off here and see who can complete the challenge first?
I think Matt physically is probably in better shape than I am. He also has much more virtual racing experience. Not that this is a virtual race, I understand, but much more of the he's kind of shifted his business model lately to the ultra-virus media. So, but man, anytime I can go up against Matt and beat him, absolutely. I'm on board for that.
I mean, let's keep in mind that Matt's ultra-virus races, he's been sitting behind a computer for 12 hours straight. So let's not assume that he's been out there putting miles in. I think you might have a good shot there, Will.
You know what? I love the elevation stuff. Yancey Culp got me into doing elevation training, and I feel like I could crush that game. But I'm absolutely on board. I'll just get my 12-year-old. He'll be my assistant. We'll find a way to get him some coins or something. And I'm excited.
Well, the cool thing about the elevation challenge, I forgot to mention this earlier, is that if you sign up to do all 6 July through December challenges, you will complete the equivalent of the summit of Everest over the course of those 6 challenges.
Sure.
You line them all up so that the 6 distance goals that you'll hit will add up to a full climb of Mount Everest. And we're calling that, the people who jump in on all 6 is the Everest Expedition.
That's pretty cool. The surprise challenges. So the main challenge, each challenge is 3 weeks long, and it has the 4 goals up front. And then each of those 3 weeks, there's also going to be 4 surprise challenges, of which you get to choose 2 of them.
Correct.
And then you have to complete those 6 surprise challenges to successfully complete the Tough Mudder Challenge for the month.
Correct. And you'll get a progress bar, kind of in your tracker that shows how you're doing against, all of it. You'll be able to, go into your own personal dashboard and see which challenges you've completed, which ones are left to do. Scroll through the social feed and see which ones your friends have done, which ones other people in the community have done. Get some inspiration maybe on how to build your own backyard Arctic enema. So a lot of opportunity for you to not only just do it yourself, but also to engage with others. And it fits really well. We're launching a new program, kind of soft launch right now, and it's coming up further, called Mudder Tribes. And what we're trying to do is wrap our arms around all of the different small groups and communities that exist kind of within the larger TM and OCR world. Many of them who already get together on a regular basis, who meet up for trail runs, who do other events together, and giving them a home so that you'll be able to eventually go to the Tough Mudder website, be able to find a local Tough Mudder group in your area, or maybe even a Tough Mudder group that's nationwide, Mudder Moms or Mudder Pride or Mudder Minds or some of those other groups. And our hope is that these local groups will start to dive in and do things like challenges and virtual toughest together. So if you're by yourself, but you want to be able to go and do this with a group of people, that you've got people in your backyard who are part of the community who you can easily get in touch with and become part of their challenge group.
when can people sign up for Tough Mudder Challenges?
Tough Mudder Challenges launches on Thursday, the 25th. So you'll start to see all the information pop up for it. Website will be live. It is a completely different registration system for us. So it's all bespoke through the Tough Mudder Challenges platform, which we've built with a partner called Fit Rankings. So it's not active. It's not your active account. You'll need to create something completely separate for this. But it will become the hub and the platform that you'll use to do all of your tracking, pair your wearable device to, and that will be the social group platform that you live in as you're completing the challenge.
What about that Mudder Tribes? When can we look for more info on that?
It is popped up on the website, so we're kind of in the early phase 1 part of it right now, where we're just in the period of gathering, the tribes in and kind of wrapping our arms around everybody that's out there. We started off with some of the bigger groups like World's Toughest Community and Legionnaire groups, but we're going to be growing that over the course of the summer and really starting to build that out into a lot of the smaller communities that exist across the global TM space.
And then August 22nd, Virtual Toughest, first ever, is coming up. We talked about it a little bit last time. How is Virtual Toughest planning going?
Wait to tell you, it took off. So we've been up and running in registration for that for a couple of days. We are almost sold out of bibs in the U.S. So if you've got listeners who haven't signed up yet and are on the fence, we are very close to being sold out of bibs. We've got plenty of recognition and the awards kits to go. But we only had 250 bibs in the U.S. and they went almost overnight. So turnout's been great. We have 600 people signed up globally already, and that number's growing every day. So it's going to be great. We're looking forward to it, and we'll be releasing more information on the shopping list, the obstacle plan, and then we're going to be using a tracking platform for that that'll connect directly to your Strava, so you'll be able to track your miles and your distance in that as well.
I think there's a lot of pent up demand. People want to get out. They want to do something with their friends, and they love the community. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm signed up.
Yeah. Well, and hey, if it goes well, we may offer, I've got a dream around doing a wintertime toughest. So there may be like a New Year's Eve toughest challenge forthcoming here.
That would be great. Kyle, anything else we should pass on to the community?
We couldn't be more excited about where Tough Mudder Challenges is going. It's going to be a great new addition to the Tough Mudder community and the Tough Mudder kind of product experience. So if you're on the fence, jump in and try it out for July. You will not be disappointed. And we're going to get to see you do it. We'll see Matt B do it. I'm going to do it. I think we should get Joe DeSena to do it, see if we can get him to give up burpees for a week and try out Tough Mudder Challenges. So
yeah, good luck with that.
I happen to have a good phone number for him these days, so I'll see if I can figure that out.
Tough Mudder Challenges launching Thursday the 25th. They start on July 9th. Kyle McLaughlin, thanks much.
Thanks, Will.
Special thanks to Kyle McLaughlin for appearing in this episode. Well done, Kyle. Come back anytime. If you are going to sign up for Virtual Toughest Mudder, you should do it now. The president himself just told you they're almost out of bibs. Make sure to sign up, get a bib. Even if they run out of bibs, you can still run it. But you won't get that sweet, sweet bib. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Be sure to check out our other podcasts in the OCR Report Network. Obstacle Running Adventures, Overcoming a Run, and OCR Talk. I will speak with you soon. Go spend time with someone you love.
Dragon!